Well, hi and welcome to my shop, and thanks so much for joining me here, and thank you very much for, I think it was Keith sent me a note saying, hey Jim, I think you boobed up, and I think you're right, Keith, I boobed up. They may have boobed up much worse than even you thought. So yeah, we're looking at a radio here where I've been replacing the capacitors, and some of you may well have spotted what I did also, or what I didn't do. I took two capacitors out, didn't put any in. Oh my gosh, I took two capacitors from this area here, took them out, and apparently I went to lunch. I think I was going to have a ham sandwich, and then I went and had a fish sandwich, and sure enough, fish sandwich erased my mind. When I came back, I just forgot about those two capacitors and carried on. Somewhere between then and now, I concluded, because the radio wasn't working, that I must have made a mistake with this yellow one. You can see, oops, not with my hand there, you can kind of see it back here. So in using my fantastic process of thinking, I reconnected it somewhere. That's probably an error too. I probably had this guy incorrect, but somehow I reasoned that he needs to be connected here. That's what that green wire's doing. It's extending it down to here, and the radio started working. So hey, who needs those capacitors? Well, in fact, what I've been doing here this morning, most of my morning anyway, is trying to resolve a hum in the radio, and I haven't gotten anywhere, of course, because probably two capacitors missing and one hooked up wrong. And yet this radio still works. It's amazing. So I'm trying my best to mess everything up here, having some success. Okay, so I'm going to quietly on my own sort out the capacitor situation here, which is going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to restore it to what it should be, and then we'll see what this radio does. Oh my gosh. Thanks again, Keith, I think it is. Thank you. I heard somewhere confession is good for the soul, so here it comes. Did I ever mess up? Holy smokes. So it's all about these three capacitors here. So first one I changed was this one, and I did a good job on that. Then I think I talked about these two that were here, the big wax ones. I cut them out. I think I went to lunch, and when I came back I just totally forgot about these. Now frankly, I've done an awful lot of stuff to this radio that I have not posted on video, because a lot of it has just been a runaround. Guess why? Maybe because some capacitors are missing. But so one of the things I did was the capacitors missing, and maybe I posted this. I turned on the radio, it didn't work. I looked in the back. It didn't take me too long to find a terminal with nothing connected to it but a wire. This one right here. And this is the output of the volume control. It's not connected to anything. Well, no wonder it isn't working. So I very cleverly did not think about the two missing capacitors. Instead, I took the one I installed, and I must have done that wrong. And then without any further process of thought, I just moved it from the terminal where it should be, where it is now, over. This is a ground terminal, by the way. I'm grounding this end of the capacitor. They moved it onto this audio line, and the radio worked. So that was good enough for me. So I continued on with two capacitors missing and one in the wrong spot. Now I haven't posted a lot of video. Maybe we can figure out why now. Because actually it has nothing to do with this error. It has to do with all kinds of other crazy stuff that's gone on in my shop over the last few days. So the story now. The story is, this is done correctly. I'm quite sure of that. Yeah, right? Anybody trust me anymore? Pretty sure I got it right. Time to test this radio. Today I spent a fair bit of time trying to hunt down a hum which was it's one of these high impedance kind of audio hums, a little bit of a buzzy hum, not that nice warm power supply hum. And I was hunting around for it for quite a bit today to shake out anything that's loose in there. And I have the feeling what I was hunting for was actually an artifact of the missing capacitors, or the one put in the wrong spot. Man, you know, that's a mistake on top of a mistake. That's really bad form. So thank you again. Hope I don't have the name wrong. Keith? I think it's Keith. thank you again for triggering me to review this stuff. You know, probably I would have got there, but with the radio actually working, there was nothing causing me to be suspicious that there was a serious problem in it. Okay. So that's about, in the years I've been doing this on YouTube, I've only been saved a few times by videos themselves, and this is one of them for sure. I was able to go back, look at my video, examine the position of the capacitors, all that kind of stuff, and get it all sorted out. Okay, let's try it. And talking so much, and this thing may not work. We need to put an antenna on it, that's for sure. And I've done all kinds of little things here with this radio in the midst of other things. I'm not posting any of it, so everything from cleaning switches, just all kinds of little things I've been doing to try to eliminate the problems that I caused. Yeah, that's the way to look at it. Okay, so I have the antenna connected. And because of the capacitor changes, we'll start with a light. There we go. Okay, the light just came on a little wee bit. Perfect. Let's see if the radio comes on a little wee bit. Watch this thing work just beautifully now. Lucky I didn't go through all the alignment steps with it. Here it comes. Well, first, a lot more volume. That's my antenna. Listen to that thing. And disconnect the ground. Let's see what we can find here. Gonna reconnect the antenna ground lead. Oh wow, I fixed it really good. I'm looking for that French station. Let's try it on the right band. That would help. That's correct. What am I doing? 860. Good. Quick check on this shortwave band just to see if it's working. Terrible noise, eh? One of my early experiments which did not get posted, I had the SDR connected to the antenna terminals of this radio, and as I tuned across the band, and you hear some places the noise, the background noise comes up and goes down, comes up and goes down, comes up and goes down. Matching that pattern was the local oscillator signal on the antenna terminals as viewed on my oscilloscope. So in other words, where I could hear the that area where the hiss is louder, the local oscillator disappeared, and where the radio is quieter, it's not really behaving that way now. Well, maybe that was an artifact of missing capacitors again. There we go, though. Oh.
Presenta Rompiendo las Rutinas con Orlando González Esteban. Un comentario distinto para darle gusto al día.
Amigos, como todos ya saben.
Kind of waiting for them to identify who they are. Let's try the CW.
Y nada más socorrido para escapar de la rutina. No. Pero no lo creo. Sabe que va a decir más o menos lo mismo que dice siempre.
It's like a tone control. something else is in there. There's a roar or a hiss. Okay, so radio's working. Now, what have I done to it that I have not posted on video that I need to say? What I have done to it is I've done the IF transformer alignment check. These transformers are at 455 are very, very close, so there's not really an issue there. It was the front end alignment I was getting ready to do when a birdie flew in and told me, wait a minute, there's capacitors missing in there. So I think what I'd like to try with this radio is to hook it up to a loop antenna sitting right here, this guy here, and give it a good shot on AM with a good antenna. Now this does not have its own loop antenna, it's just for a wire or an external loop like what I've got here. Take this guy off. Now, loop antenna. So the antenna terminal is here. This is for a balanced antenna, and with the link in, it's really for a wire onto here. So I'm not sure what to try here. A somewhat crazy connector. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I got a better arrangement here. It's still crappy. Didn't that hurt? Hurt my ears. So the loop antenna is a very, very low impedance presented to the radio. And that's why the radio is so quiet. It's not so quiet. Yes, it is quiet. Okay, didn't. Let's see what it is. What a stupid situation. Anyway, just clamp it on there. That might. Just lousy in all respects. Here we go. We will accept this and move on. Let's move on. So we're tuned to somewhere around the French station on the AM band. We'll go back to the antenna now. We'll tune the antenna.
Mais il y a plusieurs qui refusent malgré tout de changer des choses simples. Les directs, s'il vous plaît, osez remettre en question vos petites habitudes. Mettons, je ne veux pas faire d'orgisme, mais Conrad, c'est peut-être un monsieur d'un certain âge ou c'est un jeune Conrad. Ok, tu sais, les vieux prénoms, oui, ça revient. Conrad,
So you saw how sharp the tuning was on that antenna. In a sense, that's what this radio is missing for the AM band.
Des bananes en tranches rondes sur la beurre de pinot. Conrad,
So we can get down to, so, you know, we're already out of the tuned range of the antenna itself. That's why it's so quiet. 680 is somewhere around there. Tune the antenna here. Oh, it's up here. Here. No, I'm right. I'm looking at the scale. Antenna direction, maybe not right. How come no show? About 640. 640 is right there.
support or directly supporting their employees, and I think what Trudeau's doing today for the non-EI qualifying employees and giving them that $2,000 a month is something towards that. But it's a far cry from the reality that we're seeing with businesses and their employees.
What are they saying? We're hearing the word extinction, amid all these lockdowns and everything. What kind of adjectives are you hearing on this town hall?
Towards the government or towards
Towards the personal situation. Like, what are people saying? I mean, I just can't imagine. You know, one minute you're flying high with plans for the future and all those gutsy things that business people do, and the next minute it's gone.
Yeah, and it's a good point. I mean, fear is ultimately in the main point of discussion.
I guess she has a radio show to do. She's come up with some weird angle to talk about this stuff on.
Just a moment ago,
very nice. Nice reception. Okay, so that basically proves that things are working well in this radio, and really it is time to do the alignment on it. Now, in all my massive confusion, I did manage to check the IF alignment. Maybe we could consider this radio ready for a really serious run at aligning it. Maybe so. Maybe so. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching. This is a crazy situation in my shop here. Sorry if these videos aren't making really sense. You know, I tried to tell the story of the repair, but there's all kinds of gaps in this story. Ooh, including gaps in my ability to remember what I've done with capacitors. Okay, that's it for now.